In this video, we're going to talk about why Scrum teams resist sprint goals. In our previous video, we talked about the importance of sprint goals. Some reasons why your Scrum team might be resisting sprint goals. Number one, it could be just due to lack of clarity. How are you explaining the sprint goals to your Scrum teams? Do they understand how the sprint goal ties to the big picture of the vision or the product that they are building? Do they understand how the sprint goal ties to that? Do they understand the value they're delivering? Right? So we want to be able to ensure that our Scrum team understands the importance of a sprint goal and how it ties to the big picture, right? So if your team is not doing that, please get them that understanding, and that could resolve your resistance. Another reason why there could be, conflict is because the team don't even understand what a sprint goal is all about, right? What is a sprint goal? They don't understand it. So I always encourage that before you introduce any new concepts to the team, please have a session where you teach the team first, and let them know what a sprint goal is all about, right? And how to write a sprint goal and how it benefits the team to have a sprint goal. It is so important for the team to understand that, wow, if we have a sprint goal, we will be able to align and we will be able to sprint by sprint deliver value at the end of the sprint rather than just picking items here and there, right? So we want to be able to make sure that the team understands how this goal is going to benefit them to work and collaborate better together and be able to deliver value to the customers at the end of each sprint, right? So very important. Another reason why your team will resist you is because there could be conflicts in alignment, right, with stakeholders. So the stakeholders want you guys to do several things within the sprint. As a Scrum Master, make sure you work with your product owner so that you guys will align ahead of time proactively with the stakeholders to agree on what the team has to work on. I understand that sometimes priorities come in, but guess what? The sprint goal helps us to be able to tie in our priorities. Except it is a high urgency item, we want to be able to make sure that our sprint goal doesn't change, so we can move any other escalation which is not high urgency to our next sprint. So we need to align with our stakeholders far ahead of time to agree on our goals per sprint, so that way there's little or no scope creep. Another reason could be just because the teams don't feel involved in writing the sprint goal, right? Do you just bring the sprint goal? Does the product owner just bring the sprint goal and say, oh, this is our sprint goal? The team needs to collaborate and make sure that they understand how to build the sprint goal and they agree on these sprint goals and be able to achieve it. Involve the Scrum team to craft this goal and be able to ensure that everybody is in agreement. And lastly, it could just be because maybe your sprint goals are unrealistic, right? You have to make sure that based on your team's velocity and capacity, you are being realistic. For example, if your team's average velocity is, let's just say 20, and you are aiming for a 50 story points in a sprint when you know that their average velocity is a 20, you have to make sure that you're realistic and that the sprint goal is realistic that the team can achieve. Once the team keeps achieving their goal, it is so motivational, right? It makes your team to be so energized and so, want to do even more the next sprint, right? So they want to be able to see these little wins and be able to build upon them. So have you had issues with sprint goals, resistance with sprint goals with your teams? How did you resolve it? Please share your comments down below in the comment section and let's chat. If you like our content, please do not hesitate to like, share, and subscribe. We greatly appreciate it. Again, my goal is to get to 200 subscribers by June of 2025. So help me achieve my goal. Thank you.